What is up, guys? Welcome back. My name's Simeon. My name is Yin. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? In other simulation games. Anyway, guys, we're gonna get right into it. And basically, I just want to talk about like the fact that I have every single expansion pack in The Sims 4. And is it worth it? And I really want to break it down just because we do recently have our latest expansion pack that just dropped, High School Years. And as I was scrolling through and like looking at how many expansion packs it took to get to this point, I was like, damn, like is any of this worth it? Because let's be real, I just spent $480. Okay, and this is not, and this is this. Well, this will be including High School Years, but I want to get into each pack and explain to you guys what I mean by this. So the very first pack that ever dropped in The Sims 4 was Get to Work. Now a lot of people did find this fun. I do think that if you're not into gameplay, you're not gonna find much of this, like you're not gonna really like it that much just because it does involve gameplay. The whole point of Get to Work was that you're able to go with your Sims to work and be able to just do different things and like get to work. It's basically exactly what it sounds like. And I do think this ran its course so very little because although it was a lot of gameplay with what it had, I felt like if you weren't in those careers and if you weren't, it got repetitive. You know what I'm saying? There's only but so many times you can actually do this. And I get it. You can make different families and you can have different experiences. But at the end of the day, I will say that this gameplay is repetitive and as well as every other kind of expansion pack, to be honest. But that's just my opinion on Get to Work. I do like it. I just don't think it's absolutely necessary. But I mean, I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments. The next one I want to get into is Get to Work. I'm sorry, Get Together. Get Together was kind of fun. Like you could, do clubs and, have events and meet new Sims and, just basically go on clubs and basically everything we wanted really about the nightlife that we didn't really get in base game to begin with. I did enjoy this pack. I still do enjoy this pack. I love the world it came with. I really do love the items that we got to do with the build and buy mode. But for some reason, I just wasn't finding myself really into it after a couple of days. Like literally I had so much fun with it and then it just went away. I don't know. You guys let me know down below in the comments because I just felt like this kind of, honestly, if we're really talking and like really thinking about it, I think this would have blended in very, very well with Discovery University. It definitely gave me that college vibe and that like, okay, I'm going out for the first time. This is what's going to be happening. But I don't know. Y'all let me know, of course, down below in the comments. The next one I really want to get into is City Living. Now, I absolutely love City Living. It's actually one of my favorite packs, of course, in The Sims 4. I do think that this, I think they should have brought apartments into the game to begin with, like in base game, but that's just my opinion. But I do love the fact that you got to really just live that city life. I mean, honestly, it's all about gameplay, but this one for specifically, I still feel like you can do so much with it. I never get tired of gameplay in City Living because, again, there's so many different kind of apartments and condos that you can be in, or even penthouses, and then as well as like the flea markets, you can even, especially if you have seasons and mods, you can play more onto that. So I really, really like that. And to me, this was worth the $40. Now, Origin is going on sale right now. Well, at this very second, I don't know by the time this comes out if they're still going to have the sale going on. But I do know they do have a sale right now. And I highly recommend it because this is actually the one pack I will say that's worth $40 to me. The next pack I will have to say is Cats and Dogs. Now, the reason I'm kind of frustrated with this is because I do believe Cats and Dogs should have been base game to begin with. I don't agree with the fact that this was its own expansion pack. I feel like they could have played on it and made it more like a game pack to add additions to other cats and other dogs, like with items and things like that. But let's be real, the build and buy was very corny, and the only thing that we really liked about it was the fact that we got cats and dogs. I felt like the Sims 4 franchise was really being greedy, and EA and Maxis was very like money hungry when they made this pack because they knew for a fact that the only reason we bought this shit was because we wanted cats and dogs, and this shit should have been base game. Let's be real, guys. Let's cut the crap. Let's cut the drama. I'm gonna get right to the point. They played us for fools and we fell for it because there is no gameplay besides having cats and dogs that we can get from this goddamn pack. It was a waste of fucking $40, and I recommend you guys getting this on sale. The next thing I want to get into is, of course, seasons. Now I'm gonna say the exact same thing. I feel the exact same way. This is something that should have been base game. You mean we have to pay for weather? Why are we paying for weather? What? I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let y'all comment down below because what the hell were we doing? What is this? Like, what were they thinking when they first created like The Sims 4 and going, you know what? They're gonna have to pay for some weather. Who does that? Like, this is literally like basic necessities and basic needs. I don't know. I just feel like certain things could have been expansion packs, but for you tell me for like weather, Come on now. Like, of course I can understand, like, okay, a holiday pack where you get Thanksgiving and Christmas and etc. But whether, I don't know, that kind of threw me off, but I will say this is one of my very favorite packs. Yes, I do think it's worth the $40 just because I think this is something that's necessary in the game. Personally, y'all let me know down below in the comments. The next one I want to get into is Get Famous. I really did like this pack. I honestly really did. I thought it was fun. Of course, I am in LA. I am an actor out here, and I really was excited about this because I felt like I could replicate my life, and I'm just really into, like, you know, the glam light and all that stuff. I think it's really fun. Now, I will say the gameplay kind of got a little after a couple of months, not days, not weeks. I will say a couple of months. Right now, I don't really play with, you know, the famous. I even find myself turning off the famous because it just gets to be too much sometimes. I think it's cute for an LP if you're really like doing this for the first time, or if you want to integrate it into a new LP. I do think it's fun, but I definitely recommend getting this half off because, again, the gameplay is just not where I needed it to be when it came down to Get Famous, and that's just a personal opinion of mine. The next one I do want to get into is Island Living. Now, I remember when this first dropped, everybody thought we was finna get Castaway. And they said, psych, you're gonna get mermaids. And if that, okay, because let's be real, the mermaids really don't do anything but just stand there and be mermaids. Or, I guess, swim there and be mermaids. I mean, there wasn't really much play on the mermaids. I thought this was very lack of gameplay. There was really no fun into it besides, like, little side jobs that you could do, as well as, like, clearing up the beach. But other than that, I felt like the only reason we even spent $40 on this pack was to have an island. We wanted some kind of beach getaway. And then they had so many opportunities to make this into a hotel and resort, and they chose not to. Again, we all know why, because EA and Maxis are cheap. Let's cut the crap, okay, guys? So the next one I really want to get into is Discover University. Now, we have been waiting a long time for Discover University. Keep in mind, guys, the Sims 4 franchise has been out for 8 years, guys. 8 freaking years. And we were really excited when this dropped. I actually do think this pack is worth it. I love the gameplay that involves in it. And I do think if you're really into gameplay and you're into that growth with your LPs or in Let's Plays, I do think that it's important that you do have this because it just adds more realism into the game. I love the build and buy, and I think this is going to go absolutely great with the new High School Years pack that's actually dropping very soon. And I'm so excited about that because I will be doing a complete review on that, but we're going to get into that later. Anyway, this is about Discover University. I really do enjoy this. I love the fact that you could like do other things and just like live that college life. So I recommended this pack, and I do think it was worth it for me personally. Now, the next one I do want to get into, of course, is Eco Lifestyle. Eco Lifestyle was actually kind of fun when you first played it, but then after a while, it was like, what the hell? I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with pollution in real life, okay? There's just certain things where I'm like, okay, and you know, it's okay. I'm a little picky and choosy of what I want and what I don't want in the game. At the end of the day, I still bought it. Let's relax. But I also feel like it did give, like, you know, people that are very into go green, I feel like this was very much catered to their pack. I love it. You got to collaborate with the community, change the world, you know, upcycle decor, do the little candle stuff. I really do like it, and you know, it is a gameplay viewer for like kind of like if that's your niche. But although I do like it, I don't really find myself building in it. But I will say I really do like the build and buy in Eco Lifestyle. I really do. Do I think it's worth $40? Absolutely not. Get it half off. Anyway, the next one we're going to get into is Snowy Escape. Now, I think, honestly, get it half off. I totally recommend getting this half off because I love the world. Don't get me wrong. The world is beautiful. The gameplay, you got me all the way bent. You got me messed up. I just don't see where it is. Like, literally, you go up and down some skis. You walk through them. You walk back and forth. It's literally the build and buy that actually sold me. The build and buy and the map sold me on this whole entire thing. Like, sometimes I'm really into building. Sometimes I'm not. But I'm going to keep it lit. I did not find any joy in the gameplay. I felt like it was just, I don't know, something about it was very corny, and they were very lacking a lot of substance to me, and I just felt like it could have been more than what it was, and it wasn't, and I'm just like, I don't know. The next one is The Sims Cottage Living. Now, I really like this pack. I still use this pack. I use it very often. I'm actually using it in one of my current LPs. Do I think this worth $40? Absolutely. The world is beautiful. The build and buy is beautiful. And then I really do like the gameplay. I feel like gardening and, you know, talking in you know, a night on the town and, you know, all of this, like, you know, country living, like, You know, I don't know. It's really cute to me. I really, really did like this pack, and I do think it was worth the $40, especially what you could have gotten out of this. I think it fits right along with Tiny Living, too, if you're really into that whole aesthetic. And that's just me personally. I don't know. Something about these trailers that The Sims 4 be doing, they don't be playing about their trailers. They have great marketing when it comes down to trailers, but I will say that when it comes down to actually, like, doing it, it's like, what the hell is this? It's always lack of gameplay. I don't know. And then, of course, we're going to end it with the last one. Now, high school years, as far as what I'm seeing, it does look really cool. I'm not going to say it looks promising just because at the end of the day, we all know what happened with my wedding stories and Die Now and other expansion packs that real or in other packs in general that really just took a toll on the community and was like, okay, look, y'all better come through, because if not, honey, we're not buying this. You know what I mean? I have really high, I don't have, okay, I'm excited for the pack, but I don't have high hopes. There we go. And the reason is because I just feel like, I don't know, something is scaring me about these patch updates and this whole, like, it's gonna need a lot of things going on. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Although I really do love it, and except for, I will say, the creative sim is ass. I'm not gonna lie. It looks terrible. I don't know who designed these outfits. I don't know what they were thinking. I do not care if that's your personal style. I personally do not like it, and I'm going to be completely honest with it. I think that a lot of the style that they did when they collabed with people, they were collabing at a personal style and not for, like, everyone. And I feel like it just lacked kind of, like, I feel like they tried to go so fashion that they went left. But that's me personally. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. And if this is your personal style, do you, boo. Do you. But personally, I don't like it. And that's it. You know what I mean? I mean, not everything The Sims 4 puts out I'm going to like. And not everything, you know, The Sims 4 puts out y'all are going to like. I think the whole point of The Sims 4 is that everybody has their own... how should I put this? Everyone has their own way of playing the game, and everyone, you know, the whole purpose of it is to have a simulation game and you play it the way you want. And that's why there's so many arguments and so many comments and disses towards either the Sim Gurus, Maxes, or EAs, because we all have opinions on what we think should be in the game. And although I know it's hard to cater to everyone at the end of the day, because it's a platform where literally everyone of all ages are really playing this game, so they're trying to cater to everybody all at once. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But at the end of the day, I do feel like there's like a certain basics that you can go off of, and sometimes they just don't be following through. And I'm gonna say it again. I don't care. But anyway, guys, I don't know. That's literally my opinion on all the packs, all the expansion packs. And do I think they're worth it? Like I said, I really only think 2 of them are worth it when it comes down to gameplay and when it comes down to money, guys. Because at the end of the day, let's be real, after I buy high school years, it'll be $500 that I've spent on this game. And that's insane to me, that $1,000 game literally is like, what? I'm gonna do a whole separate video on that, because that's ridiculous. I'm actually gonna do another video on that, so that might actually be tomorrow's video or the day after tomorrow's video. But anyway, guys, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of this whole thing, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.